Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, let us look at some examples related to factoring trinomials. Let's say we have an example of this type. We want to factor a squared plus 6a plus 8. Okay, so let us use the procedure which we talked about in my previous video and then apply it to this problem. In step number 1, we're going to use the trial and error process. Let me write that, trial and error process. In this process, what are we trying to do? We want to pick two numbers, and if we want to see if the sum equals the middle term and the product equals the last term. Let me do that here. So if I were to pick two numbers, let me say 3 and 3. If I pick 3 and 3, if I were to add those two numbers, the sum should equal the middle term. 3 plus 3 is 6, that is the middle term. But if I were to take the same two numbers and then multiply them out, if I take the product of the same two numbers, 3 times 3 is 9. But what I have here is positive 8. So therefore, 3 and 3 is not a good selection. So therefore, no good. Let us modify that a little bit and then see what other two numbers, if we add, will get 6, which is the middle term, and the product of the same two numbers will equal the last term. So let us try 4 and 2. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, isn't it? That is the middle term. And then if I take 4 and then times it by 2, I get 8. The product of the same two numbers, 4 and 2, is equal to 8, and that is the last term which we have, and therefore this is good. We will use those, and therefore in step number 2, I want to recognize those two numbers. Those two numbers are 4 and 2. I'm going to put a small cloud around it and now go from there. We want to be able to, let me write this as step number 3. We want to expand the middle term using the two numbers which we have just found. The given expression for us is a squared plus 6a plus 8, and the two terms which we found are 4 and 2. So therefore, a squared plus 6a I can write as 4a plus 2a. 4a plus 2a is 6a. And then I have 8 next to that. So now, as step number 4, I'm going to use factoring by grouping technique to be able to factor it out. So if I were to select the first two terms and then select the second set of terms, I should be able to factor them out. Between a squared and 4a, what is common? A is common. If I pull out a, I can write the rest of the terms inside this set of parentheses. A is common. If I pull out a in a squared, a is left. If I pull out a in 4a, 4 is left. A times a is a squared, a times 4 is 4a. Then in the second set, between 2a and 8, what is common? 2 is common. So if I pull out 2 in 2a, what is left? A is left. If I pull out 2 from 8, what is left? 4 is left. So therefore now, in a times a plus 4 and 2 times a plus 4, what is common? A plus 4 is common, and then times, what is left? A plus 2 is left. So therefore we write it out in that manner. So a plus 4 times a plus 2 is the factored form of the given trinomial, which is a squared plus 6a plus 8. So this is our answer. This is our factored form of the given trinomial. In my next presentation, we shall look at some more examples related to examples of factoring trinomials.